Okay, this is take two of whatever this is, you know. The first video is like 17 minutes long, and I think that's not really gonna fly. I just yap too much about myself and about a dream, a specific dream, so I just scrapped it and deleted it. But yeah, this is the take two of my documentary or whatever this is. So for now, tonight is January 3, 2026, and just as I said yesterday, last night, I'm gonna introduce myself. So my name is Ved, and I had a lot of names, you know. This is just one of my many alt accounts. And I made a lot for some reason, but this is like one of the main ones, and that's just one of the randomly generated usernames or whatever. But Ved is the one that stick to me, you know. So my name's Ved, and I'm an old guy. Well, not really that old. I'm just like fresh from my teenage years to adulthood. So basically, I'm an adult with nothing. This is just me now. I still haven't found a job yet, but I told my family that I did. But yeah, I'm trying to look for one. So before that, I'm just gonna update myself. I increased my diet, and I had a lot of water to drink, and I exercised a lot, and now my body is sore, you know. It's like, see, I still didn't gain that much weight though. Like, I'm still like, you know, a stick, but my body here and my knees and my stomach, it hurts a lot. And tomorrow I have to do it again because I think that not stopping is a good way to actually have an improvement, even if it's a little bit. But yeah. So what else? Well, I really want to talk about that dream again that I unfortunately deleted from the other vid that I did today, but I think it's a little bit too long to actually talk about, you know. What should we talk about? Well, okay, so how about let's just talk about pets. I have like a really unfortunate event with my pets. Well, I do like pets, you know. I like taking care of them, and I like having them because pets are really cute and it teaches you responsibility, which back then I have, but now I don't. That's why I don't take care of, you know, pets anymore. But that's not the main reason why I don't take care of pets. The main reason is somehow, for some reason, the world doesn't want me to have pets. So if I have pets, they just, you know, you got my point. So they just gone, erased from existence or whatever. So let's talk about my very first pet, which is a parakeet. You know, the small ones. They call it lovebirds here, but I'm gonna call them parakeets, the really small ones. I had like, back then my father bought me a pair of parakeets, and I was like really happy because I managed to taught them how to sit on my finger. I taught them how to eat on my hand and so on. And then one day, for some reason, when we went to the mall and when I got back, I saw a cat eating the parakeets that I have, and I was like traumatized at that part because, like, what the hell? I'm still like 10 years old, or maybe younger than that, and I was like seeing my pets die in front of me because of this cat. I mean, I don't hate cats, I like them, but damn, this cat is having the time of his life. So he was eating this cat. I mean, he was eating this bird, and was like staring at it, and then it saw me and it ran out of the window, which is open for some reason. And yeah, he just saw these birds of mine just there in the ground, with their insides now outside of their bodies. And you know what? When my father and mother came in, they were like, "Ew, son, can you clean that up?" So I was like, "What? Can you clean it up? Because it's your pets, so you have to clean up yourself." I was like, "Are you serious?" But for some reason, I obeyed them, and I just picked up the pieces of my pet birds, and it really just didn't really help with my mentality. And I just, like, my mother gave me a plastic bag, and she put it on my hand, and another plastic bag where I should put the birds in. So I was like picking up the pieces. I'm sorry for the graphic description, but that's what happened to me. Okay? It's not a lie, it happened. I'm not gonna tell it to you if it's a lie. So yeah, I was like picking up the pieces of my bird, and just threw it away, and I never spoke that day. I was just like shell shocked. And the next day I was like in full denial, like it didn't happen. Like, I was denying myself that I even have a pet, just so that I just don't hurt myself until I grow up and understand it more on how life works. I mean, I'm glad that my childhood really taught me on how to deal with it. And it's not the only instance of what happened. There's also an instance where I ate my own pet, which is I forgot to add the context. It's a pet chicken. So yeah, I mean, you can't deny that you should eat chicken, but I have like a pet chick, and long story short, the pet chicken grew big, like super big, and then I kind of like gave it to a relative of mine so that they can take care of it, but apparently they just asked it so that they can, cook it. And after that, they came back and told me how, and they gave me the food, and they just told me how it tastes. I was like, it tasted good. And then they told me that it was my pet chicken. And I mean, I'm already biting the leg. So what's the point of spitting it out if it's already in my mouth? And at that point, I was like desensitized, and I realized that pets is not for me. And a lot more of pets, but to be honest with you, we're running out of time. I'm just thinking of going to 10 minutes of, video about myself. So yeah, it's like that. That's why I don't take care of pets anymore. And a lot of other pet related accidents. I mean, I don't really have a control over it. I don't even know why it's happening. I try to take care of them at the best of my abilities, especially the chicken, because the chicken grew to become a rooster. And unfortunately, without my knowledge, I ate him until it's too late, you know. But yeah, that's about it. So for now, I'm just gonna update you again on what happened today. Well, it's the same as any other day. I try to eat, I'm exercising. I didn't gain much for some reason. I didn't even gain fat. I ate like 4 scoops of rice, eggs, and meat, and I don't still see the results. But yeah, it's making me emotional again about my pets. Yeah, and there's nothing else to talk about. It's just that. So yeah, anyways, I'm just gonna say that to anyone who's watching right now, well, except me, of course. I mean, I watch my own videos because it kind of helps me think about myself more, you know. But to any other watchers, hello, why are you here? Why are you watching me? Yeah, thanks, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna stop the video now, and maybe after this I'm gonna play maybe some games like Ark Knight or Limbus Company, you know. I'm a really big fan of those, so I remember the time when I went to a cosplay event. Such good times. But yeah, anyways, good to see you again, and I'll see you tomorrow night. It's nighttime here. So yeah. Thank you.